Choices? What do you know about choices? 30 million orphaned children. I was one of them. The Omnic War robbed us of our choices. To survive, you did what you had to do. Steal or starve, kill or be killed. You helped your friends and hurt anyone who got in your way. If you hungered to rise above your circumstances, then when someone offered you a hand up, even the devil, you took it. It wasn't complicated. At least that was the lie I told myself. The truth is, I had choices, and I made them. But when you think you're a big man, it's hard to admit that you are not a brave one. Even harder when you understand that making a living is not enough. You must make a difference. I'm going to fight for a better world. For some, that means a bandage. For others, a bullet. Today, I give you the choice.
Okay, so there we have our first look at the new Overwatch hero, Baptiste. As you can see, it looks like he's a tragic backstory character coming in the middle of the Omnic Wars. And that's about all we know. So what you've seen is the information we have. There was a teaser tweet that went out about it about a week or so ago, and then it's been pretty rapid fire where we had the trailer that you just watched, and then as of today, he's playable on the PTR. And so here at ACU Esports, we're going to take a moment to take a look at Baptiste and what he offers. So Baptiste is a support hero. He's the second now male support hero. So let's take a look at some of his abilities here. So we're going to jump over here into the practice range to take a look at that. Okay, so yeah, he joins. So I guess Zenyatta is kind of male, but being a robot, you can't really, it's kind of genderless. So the true human male counterpart to Lucio here is going to be Baptiste, and he's kind of got some tricks that are similar to some of the other heroes. So let's just take a look at his abilities. First off, so his one is so his attack, his left click is a 3-round burst gun. So that's his main attack. His right click though is a heal, and actually each of those have independent ammo, but when you reload, it reloads both. So you've got a certain number of bullets, and then you've got like 10 healing projectiles, and then when you reload, you'll reload both of those. Let's jump over to left shift is a regenerative burst. So that's going to heal yourself and allies over time. This is a lot like Lucio's healing that he does while he's in heal mode. Immortality field. This one's really interesting. I think is going to have a big impact on some of the current comps and meta that we see. You toss a device and it prevents allies from dying. It is an E, not an ultimate. So this is one of the biggest defense options that is out there now. That is not tied to an ultimate ability. It does have a fairly long cooldown, but it's something that you can expect that he's going to have available on a regular basis. Then you have his passive he can use control to, in this case, or whatever you have crouch bound to. If you crouch, then he can jump super high. And then finally, his ultimate ability, he puts down a little screen, amplification matrix. And this little screen is going to allow anybody who shoots through it or sends healing through it will have that amplified. So it doubles damage and healing of allied projectiles that go through it. So Anna's shots, her bio grenade, that kind of thing, if it goes through that, it's going to be doubled as well. you can use it to heal more or do more damage. I don't think that I think that Anna's really the only other healer. Maybe Mercy's stream going through it might do some bonus healing or something like that. But most of the others don't have, or maybe the Moira bubble that she throws out that does healing. I don't know. Oh, I'm sure that we'll kind of get through some of that. All right, so let's take a look at how he plays. So you can see here he's got a 3-round burst on his primary fire, and then his right click is going to be the grenade launcher. So it's kind of like Junkrat, but not damage. It's healing. It's got a decent heft to it, but it does absolutely no damage. It's all healing, and the healing is only done to allies. You cannot heal yourself with this. His damage output by himself is not overly terrible. I mean, it's probably a little less than others. I don't know the exact numbers at this point, but yeah. So left click, 3-round burst. Right click is healing up, so you can heal up your allies here like this. Then shift, as we saw earlier, is going to be a AoE heal around you. Now, I do notice that there's not, I'm not sure what the range on that is. There's not a line like there is for Lucio, so I wonder if they'll throw that in like they did for Lucio later on. Your E, that invulnerability matrix, is that what it's called? The immortality field. There you go. So I tossed that out here. The way that works is it basically says you can't drop below this health here. So you'll see both of those bots are stuck at that, and then as soon as it goes away, that's going to take damage. So it lasts a certain amount of time, and during that time, it literally makes your allies invulnerable, and they cannot die. Now, one of the things about it, so they cannot die, but they can still take damage. So if you watch, I dropped that down now, and you'll see that they're going to take damage, but if you look at the amount of damage they're going to take, they can't drop below that bottom amount and actually collapse or die. Alright, so then lastly, there's the immortality, or no, not the immortality, the amplification matrix. And so that one, it lets you put out a field. It's kind of like Maze Ice Wall in the way that it's placed out. You can kind of decide where it's going to be. If you press Q again, it will rotate it. So you can make it horizontal or vertical here. And so let's just see what happens here. So I drop it out here, and then of course all of them are going to hide. You see that my damage shooting through it is significantly amplified. I can jump to the other side of it and get the same impact there. Let me heal these guys up and rebuild it up and show you how it works on the healing side of things too. While we're doing that, so the last thing that we talked about, the passive ability, is the crouch to jump. So if you hold down crouch, you'll see the little thing charges up, and then when you jump significantly higher. This is a normal jump. This is a crouch jump. And you can charge it up to a smaller amount. So you'll notice that I jump about half as high if I do just halfway. Or if I do it the whole way, which doesn't take long, I can jump all the way up. Now, you don't just jump at the end. You actually have to hit the jump button, and you don't have to do it immediately. So there's a little bit of time where it just sits there before it goes away. So you can do something like this and charge it up, move forward just a smidge, direct yourself. So it really feels very comfortable to use. You don't have to be pushing a whole bunch of buttons all at the same time. So that's really convenient.
All better.
Just gonna, there we go. So show you a little bit here about the ultimate here in terms of healing. So as before, I can drop this shield either way I want to. I'm gonna drop that in here and pick these two things off so you can see how much more quickly, but then you'll see like that healing just immediately brought them back up because it's going through that amplification field, and so the healing is doubled in addition to the damage that's going through his shield. There are all sorts of potential options here for that Q ability. You'll want, obviously, to have it in a place where most of your team take advantage of it. But I think it provides for some better long-range play than we've typically seen in the current meta, less tank. So I really like seeing that coming out. I think that the invulnerability matrix here, immortality, I'm going to lose these names, immortality field here is going to be really super useful, where there's a lot of ultimate, in the current meta you see a lot of graviton surges coming in and a lot of the hammer down ability that I can never remember the name of for Reinhardt that stuns everybody up and they just do lots of massive damage. Well, obviously you can't use it if you're stunned, but with the graviton field, that means that Baptiste here, he just throws it down and then your allies just don't die. And it'll last at least as long as that graviton surge will, and so that will keep your team alive and well. And one of the things you'll notice here that I kind of pointed out earlier, so I've taken some damage here. Let me stand in front of this guy and take a little more. Yeah, shoot me. I can throw these grenades at myself all day long, and it's not going to heal me one bit. It only heals my allies. My shift ability will heal up myself as well as my allies. As you see with a lot of the other healers, there aren't as many. There's not a whole lot of self-healing options. So Anna only can use her Bionade, and you've got Lucio only uses his E to heal him out. But I guess that's what he does for everybody. So yeah, the self-healing I think would be a little too much there. You just never die in PvP or by yourself. You can only heal up your allies with that, but it's no cooldown there. You can just constantly heal up. All right, so let's take a look at some of this in practice. I'm not gonna play against humans. I'm sorry. You just watched me die a lot, and also everybody's gonna want to be doing Baptiste right now, so the likelihood of me being able to actually show you something relevant isn't high. We'll just throw on some medium bots here on Lijiang Tower, and let's see how this goes.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
One of the things I'm interested in, and we'll see as they come out, so I always like to see what skins are available. Right now, he just came out on the PTR. There are no skins, there are no emotes, there's like a single voice line, so it's pretty bare bones at the moment for him, but I expect, as things progress, we'll see those skins, and that'll be great. I think there's some great options here for Baptiste. Just heading into a bot game here to play with some of the abilities here with whatever random heroes they decided to throw on my team in this AI match here. All right. All right, let's check his basketball skills. This is an important aspect of any hero is how well they can play basketball. And that would have been totally epic if I got that on stream here. So I didn't. That's unfortunate. I'm just gonna blame it on him. His basketball skills are clearly subpar. It's not me at all. All right. Now these are just medium bots, so it shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Even for a player such as myself who doesn't play on the Overwatch team because, one, I'm not a student, but two, because I wouldn't be good enough to do it anyways. So, obviously you can't heal through the Bionade, but can put out a good amount of healing here. So, a really strong option as another support character here. Oh look, you tried to kill me here, May. Sorry about that. quick capture on point 1 against these robots. And Roadhog and Zarya, they don't know how to stay as a group. Good for them. Well, let's go see if they stay alive. I wonder if that'll help anything. Ooh. Yeah, use it. Alright, that's not how you use that ability, obviously. But still able to put out some pretty decent healing options here. Obviously, Anna's Bionade is unhelpful. If you're a Junkrat player looking to take over a support role, this is not a terrible option for you. You don't have snipe heal like with Anna. See if I can get up here. Ooh, doesn't quite make it up there, but if I do this, I can probably make it here. From here, there we go.
Got you in my sights.
Oh, you do? You have anything in your sights? Okay, well, you can't kill me, so that's helpful.
Oh, let's break it.
Hey, freezing folks up. You see the amplification matrix. Yeah, I got a name right. Amplification matrix there at the end. Boosting up some heals and whatever poor damage I put out to begin with.
1-0.
Alright. Check out round 2 here. Then I'll let you guys go and try it out yourself. Alright. Moment of truth, guys. Here we go. Jump over towers, so that's always cool. There we go. Can I make it? Woohoo! Alright. That's another way to get over the gap. So I'm going to be spending the next couple weeks trying to figure out all of the places he can jump. Like in team fights, he's going to build up his ultimate pretty quick here because of all of the AoE healing. So it's finally a long-range, consistent AoE healing option. Because, you know, teams over there, I can still get it down. So a couple options here for this matrix I can see. So I can see McCree's ultimate, you know, combine that behind this shield. It's going to do more damage. Drop it behind an ulting, in front of an ulting Soldier 76. I don't know how a barrage, you'd have to do some special stuff to aim that barrage. But theoretically, if you aim that barrage right, get a barrage through there. Double damage on a barrage seems a little gross. Maybe toss it in front of an ulting Roadhog. The one downside is it's not overly mobile, so you're not going to be able to. You can't move it around, and which means that usually when you're ulting a soldier or as really anybody, it didn't move around quite a bit because, as you probably know, a hero in Overwatch who stays still tends to be a dead hero in Overwatch. Whew. Speaking of ulting Roadhogs. Ooh. So you see there, so I can see a nice grab combination where you grab and then put something down so that it's easy to get through them. Deal lots of damage there. I do think he's going to be a great option, a great addition to the roster as hero number 30. So there you have it, folks. That's the new Baptiste hero in action, such as it is. There's going to be plenty of time to get used to him. I expect it'll be a little bit before he enters the competitive play there, but when he does, I think he's going to make a big difference and probably at least make some progress in this this meta that's just kind of stuck here for a while. So that'll be great. And it was really nice of all these robots to commend me. All right, so thanks for watching. I hope that it was helpful to you in some way to see the new hero. Follow us here, subscribe. If you've got Twitch Prime, toss in a subscription, and if you've got it, stay tuned for more content throughout this week. We've got our Smash weekly on Thursdays, as usual. On Fridays, Rainbow Six, and Saturdays, League of Legends, as we are able. No more Overwatch on Friday or on Sundays, but we will have Hearthstone on Mondays. So tune in, support your Wildcats, and we will see you around.